Hello, internet. It's been a little bit. I've been very busy with college work, and it's awful. It's horrible. It's literally killing me in so many ways. And granted, a lot of it is my fault. But yeah, for all you young people still not in college, I'm warning you, it's not going to be fun at all because you're just it's not pretty. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Sonic over here. Some Sonic the Hedgehog movie news. And apparently, there was some footage that was revealed at CinemaCon today. And there's been some descriptions on what that footage is, what it shows. So we're going to discuss it. So Sonic the Hedgehog footage reveals plot details, setting, and Jim Carrey's Robotnik. So adaptation of the second game is largely set in our world. I'm not too surprised about that. I mean, Sonic X did it. Yeah, I assume this will just make the movie cheaper because if it was set on Mobius, I guarantee you it would be very expensive to do all that. It would cost a lot of CGI. So this is, I guess, their way to save money. So Paramount showed the first footage from the upcoming live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie at CinemaCon today, revealing that the movie appears largely set in our world, not the futuristic world of the game's animated series. Not only did the footage show the CG animated Sonic in action and interacting with humans, also revealed Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. Yes, the movie seems to mostly refer to him as that, rather than Dr. Eggman, who doesn't look as much like his game cartoon counterpart as fans might expect. He's not particularly egg shaped and he isn't bald, at least not in most of the footage shown. No, not so sure about that. That was. Hmm, I don't know if that's the best decision, but. Mm. There were two pieces of footage shown. The first devoted mostly to Sonic and the other to Robotnik, with the latter sizzle reel cut as if it were Robotnik's movie and not Sonic's. The Sonic footage opened on a country road. Oh god, that's giving me flashbacks of country roads. RT games, him just in City Skylines just murdering everybody with disasters. It's great. As James Marsden's small town cop, Tom Wachowski, sits parked, his radar gun waiting to catch speedsters. And that's when whoosh, really, how to put whoosh, a blue streak zooms past. Tom can't believe his eyes. We see Sonic's point of view as he races down the road and through the woods, and we hear him say, "Oh God, gotta go fast," as Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise plays. That's something I never thought I'd ever hear from a Sonic movie. That of all the songs, all those classic songs from the games, all those epic themes, you put freaking Gangsta's Paradise. Now, Gangsta's Paradise is a good song, very good song, but in a Sonic movie, like, because I think we can all assume this Sonic is not a gangster. I mean, he's probably a juvenile, but he's no gangster. So why? This just feels like for old people, just like this is Hollywood going, oh, they remember that song, nostalgia, get it? 90s, because this product took place in the 90s. That's what they're trying to do. And it's just, why? Tom finally catches Sonic in the as the latter is hiding inside a shed. Sonic just says, meow. Oh my god, that is such a lame way to make the audience lol. That's terrible. Just ugh. We see Tom driving with Sonic in the passenger seat of Tom's vehicle as Sonic explains that he's here to save our planet. Because why wouldn't he? He can't just be there to hang out. There are shots of futuristic, presumably alien ships in the sky, and then Sonic confronting other hovering weapons while making a Fitbit wisecrack. What? Tom and his wife, played by Tika Sumpter, have to smuggle Sonic into an office building, hiding him in Tom's gym bag. How small is Sonic? I'm pretty sure he's bigger than he usually is in the games and the cartoon, judging by, this. That's weird. But Sonic won't stop talking, complaining that the bag smells like right guard deodorant and an old ham sandwich. I'm not liking this Sonic and his humor. It's so childish. I mean, that's kind of what Sonic is. Sonic is a game that was made for children, but you need to have something for adults, and it can't be Gangster's Paradise. That can't be it. The movement inside the bag and Sonic's chatter get the attention of two bystanders as the Wachowskis wait for an elevator. They think they have stuffed their child inside a bag. Tom advises them that it's not their child, but there is a child in there. Yes, that makes it so much better. You're a freaking cop, I think. Is he a cop? Yeah. He's a cop. Why would on earth would you say that? That's gonna send so many red flags. You're gonna you're gonna get arrested on the spot. I mean, can you arrest a cop? I think you can, but that's not the best thing to say. I don't know why they would say that. The footage ended with one quick shot of Jim Carrey as Robotnik. He looks like, well, Jim Carrey with a big, waxed handlebar mustache. He's not bald, and he's dressed in all black. Really? No red? No, none of those awesome, like, buttons, golden buttons? None of that? No? Okay. Fine. After that Sonic footage ended, Jim Carrey came out on stage to jokingly present an alternative piece of footage, positioning it as a Robotnik movie, right down to a title logo. This footage begins at the Pentagon, where the military brass are discussing an energy surge that knocked out power in the Pacific Northwest. Despite the reservations, the military brings in Dr. Robotnik to help them on the matter. He arrives on a high-tech chopper, flanked by a suck-up assistant. Robotnik quickly puts a uniformed major in his place, and then we see Robotnik greeting Tom at his home. Good morning, my royal chum. Okay. The two then have an exchange where Robotnik says Tom was bottle fed, but he replies that he was breastfed. Why? What is with this humor? It's either too childish or it's just too strange. Nice, replies Robotnik. Rub that in my orphaned face. What is this? Oh no, is everybody dancing? No. I'm not. Everybody Dance Now plays over a series of shots of Robotnik, with Jim Carrey doing his slapstick routine. Robotnik gets a latte from his assistant, rubs him up a bit, but the assistant is clearly in awe of him. It's not until the very end of this footage that we glimpse Carrey's Robotnik looking a bit more like his video game counterpart, with a bald head and a giant bushy mustache. So at least there's that. He's in a post-apocalyptic desert landscape. What? It should be noted Carrey really isn't doing any sort of accent or voice for the character. Oh, that's a shame. While the footage's effects were not final, there was an awkwardness of the Sonic the Hedgehog design in live action. Obviously, I mean, this was so simple. I mean, if a progressive commercial, they made an old commercial back then when they had Sonic in it. That Sonic looked fine. Why couldn't you just do this with a much larger budget? But that's Hollywood, though. They gave us such classics as The Last Airbender, Dragon Ball Evolution, the 2014 Bay Turtles. That thing was just all right, in my opinion. And even though those turtles did look very weird. But most of these are just miss. It's like Hollywood can't get this right in live action. And it really sucks. But it wasn't as unnerving as I expected. Still, this design in its final presentation will surely continue to be divisive. Oh, I bet. I'd be lying if seeing Sonic and James Marsden together, oh god, didn't instantly remind me of the movie Hop. Oh no. That movie was horrible. It was terrible. It was so cliche and just had freaking I forgot his name was It was Russell Brand. That was the voice of that rabbit. EB, that was his name. Crapping jelly beans. That was a joke. He crapped jelly beans. The highest form of comedy. Yeah, the Easter Bunny son. Yeah, the footage also left me with the impression that the Sonic movie is meant more for 8-year-olds than 18-year-olds. So they're basically saying, screw all the older fans. We don't need you. We're gonna sell this to children who don't know the games. And I mean, I get it, but the best way to do this, you need to appeal to both young fans and older fans. That way you have a larger audience. You don't just you won't alienate one audience just to support another. It's better to have them both. That's what I have to say about it. In a chat before the CinemaCon presentation, Sonic voice actor Ben Schwartz told IGN his approach to the character was the idea of this little kid that's going really fast and has a little bit of sass and a little bit of attitude. I bring that to the character in comedy. If you don't know who this is, he is the voice of Leonardo in the Rise of the TMNT series. And I forget the DuckTales names. Which one's the blue one? That's who he's voicing. So he voiced the blue duck in DuckTales. He voices Leonardo, and then he voices Sonic. All blue. This can't be a coincidence. When I looked at Sonic and I played Sonic Mania again right before, it's like this little kid that's so excited and moves so fast, and the script really shows that. And so I wanted to bring that to life. He also acknowledged there were so many great voice actors that have played Sonic in the past for TV. What about the games? Just gonna forget that? Okay. So I just really want to make them proud and make the fans proud because there is a very strong, lovely fan base. Oh, that's debatable to say for this. So I hope they dig it. Sonic Hedgehog zooms into theaters November. So yeah, that's basically what they saw from the footage at CinemaCon. Everything they went that was shown. I don't think this is looking any better, to be honest, because even now they probably had months to, redo Sonic's design, retool it after all that fan backlash. But it's, I heard it's not much better. It'll still be divisive. It'll still piss people off. The addition of like Gangster's Paradise and Sonic saying all these weird, lame jokes. I don't know. I think this movie is, at best, it'll be mediocre. At worst, it'll be trash. I don't know if it'll be as trash as, say, a Last Airbender or something like that. I don't think anything can top that in terms of awful. But we'll have to see. But will I see this? You darn right I'm going to see this. This is Sonic. This is my boy. And even if his movie is absolute garbage, I will still support him. Because, I've been a Sonic fan for a couple of years. I've really gotten into it. Got a large chunk of the games. So yeah, I want to see what this movie brings to the table in terms of the series. And after reading all that, I'm starting to think Sonic Boom got a little too much criticism before it came out. People saying it was trash, it was awful, this is the worst Sonic ever. Well, this movie might give it a run for its money for the worst version of Sonic. Well, soon Sonic Boom, people started liking Sonic Boom mainly because of its ironic humor, but I don't think this is going to have much of that. So that's my thoughts on this footage. What do you think? You think this movie's still going to be good? You think it's going to be trash? Leave your comments down below. And that is all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and I will see you all next time, and I am out.